Grand Rising family, I want to welcome you to another episode of Max Crypto News, where we talk about these intangible coins at all times, family. Listen, if you're not subscribed to BitMax on YouTube, family, I need y'all to make sure you go find BitMax on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so whenever I drop a video, you will get notified. And if you like the content, like the video and leave a comment. Family, listen, this is a real quick video. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the Federal Reserve is going to be coming out with a report on the digital dollar. I think the report will be getting released in July of this year. The Federal Reserve will be coming out with their report on the digital dollar. And this is what we're going to talk about on this episode of Max Crypto News. So family, y'all hold up, tune in, because we're about to go in real fast, right? All right, family. Before we go in real fast about the Federal Reserve and the digital currency game schemes with the Democrats in power, I want to take y'all back on memory lane, right? So I want to take y'all back to a video I did. It's called Crypto Tsunami State of Emergency. And in this video is dated November the 24th, 2020, family. I'm going to play a little bit of this just so you can get an idea of what I was talking about on November the 4th. This is about 5 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, I talked about this. So let's go to it, right? So when I say, are you prepared? I'm saying, are you prepared? What are you being prepared for, right? I want to know, are you prepared for a cashless society, right? Have you took the steps or the due diligence to get prepared to live in a cashless society? Because as we know with this coronavirus, things are moving to a cashless society, right? So I got a couple articles that I screenshotted, right? This is Forbes, right? This is dated October the 22nd, 2020. It says the pandemic is fast forwarding us to a cashless society and making life harder for the unbanked. Now, this is Forbes. This is an article in Forbes, October the 22nd, 2020, where they're talking about us moving forward into a cashless society. Like, this is something that is happening. Whether we like it or not, this is the path that we're moving into. So the question now, are you prepared for a cashless society, right? Here's another article that was published on September the 27th. It says, will we see a cashless society by 2023? The first truly cashless society could be a reality by 2023, according to a new report from global consultancy A.T. Kearney in just 5. All right, so basically, I'm gonna stop right there, family, right? But basically, in this video, Crypto Tsunami State of Emergency, I talked about us going into a cashless society and how the Federal Reserve was actually looking into how the Federal Reserve was actually experimenting with the digital dollar, family, right? So listen, let me get my music going, right? So, all right, so listen, this is an article right here, family. This article is August the 13th, 2020, right? And it's talking about the Federal Reserve is experimenting with a digital dollar, right? So let me get into this. We're gonna talk a little bit, right? The U.S. Federal Reserve is actively investigating distributed ledger technologies and how they might be used for digitalizing the dollar, right? I'm not going to read all this. We're just going to skim through it, right? It says that the Federal Reserve board governor said the U.S. Central Bank has been testing DLT over the past several years to study what a digital currency might do to the existing payments ecosystem, monetary policy, financial stability, and the banking sector, right? Hold on. And the banking sector, right? With these important issues in mind, the Federal Reserve is active in conducting research and experimentation related to the distributed ledger technologies and the potential use cases for digital currencies, right? So this is 2020, they experiment, right? Now, I told y'all that this is a real world situation that is going on, right? So now we have the Fed chair, Powell. Digital dollar would need stronger privacy than a digital yen. Now, this article was published today, family, March the 24th, 2021, where it's talking about the fact that the lack of privacy in the Chinese system is just not something we can do here. Powell told a House committee, right? So they're basically saying that the Chinese yen does not have privacy, and basically in America, we have to have some type of privacy with our digital dollar. That's what this article is talking about, the fact that we have to have privacy with the digital dollar, family, right? Now, so also, like, we're gonna talk about this, right? The fire has been lit. U.S. Federal Reserve's push for digital dollar worries Wall Street. This article came out March 22nd, 2021. It said a digital currency could fundamentally change the way Americans use money, leading some financial firms to lobby the Fed and Congress to slow its creation. So let me break this down to y'all very simple what they're talking about. You know, you have old 100s and you have new 100s, right? When you get new $100 bills or new currencies coming in, the old currencies start becoming obsolete, meaning that some banks or some countries do not accept the old bills because they can't process them if they're counterfeit or if they real. So when it comes to the $100 bills, when you go overseas, certain countries do not accept the old $100 bills because they don't have the technology to register to see if it's an old bill or if it's a counterfeit or if it's real. So they don't allow you to use old 100s. Then you have the new 100s. What this represents is old money and new money. The old money in America, meaning that the money on Wall Street, this old money, this good old boy system, this money that's been here for so long, they don't want the ushering in of a digital currency because it makes that old money obsolete, family. And this is why they are starting to lobby the Fed and Congress to slow the creation down, because it gives them time to get their CBDCs in order. So when the digital dollar come in, that old money has a way to play in the new system. This is all the lobbying that's going on. The old money don't want to get left behind, so it's trying to catch up, so it has to lobby. But digital dollars is here. They're not coming, family. They are already here. I gave us a warning in the crypto tsunami in November of last year. I tried to get us prepared for what was coming. We're in the moment where the digital dollar is already here. And I can name some, the USDT, but really the USDC is really the digital dollar. But the Fed is gonna come out with their own form, but trust me, it's not gonna work out. The private sector is what's gonna lead us in this era of creating the digital dollar. It's gonna be done by the private sector and not by the government. But let them play their game for a minute. Now, this is the biggest thing, is that the Democrats are in power. And it says, this is an article, March the 3rd. Fed digital currency gains steam with Democrats in power. Democratic leaders in the Biden administration and Congress are raising The volume proposals for the Federal Reserve to issue a digital currency and establish government-backed accounts to expand banking options to underserved consumers. Now, I'm gonna leave my commentary out of this and just read this article. But certain things happen when we have certain parties in power. Certain things happen, certain scripts are followed when you have certain, now both parties follow the script, don't get it twisted. But certain parties, you can tell everything that's gonna happen as soon as they get in order. That the dominoes start falling and we go right by the script. But the Democrats, so look, it says, it has been no secret that the Fed is studying the idea of issuing a digital dollar on the heels of other countries such as China and Japan actively testing their own central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. This is what a CBDC is a central bank digital currency. But last month, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen confirmed the administration's endorsement of a U.S.-backed digital currency, saying it could result in faster, safer, and cheaper payments for U.S. residents who lack bank accounts. Now, anybody that's enrolled in my advanced crypto class, we already know what time it is. I've been leading us up to this for a while, but I just want to make this quick video to let y'all see that this is something that is in plan, family. This is something that is happening as we speak. Now, on this article right here with the Fed chair, let me unpause this. They was talking to Brian Brooks about the digital dollar, right? And I've come to respect Brian Brooks, y'all. Now, I'm going to play this. I don't have the exact sound bite. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to strike. But he, in essence, is talking about this digital dollar and why the private sector is going to be the one that's going to create it instead of the government, right? But I just wanted y'all to see that I warned us about this in November. Actually, family, if I take y'all somewhere, I done a lecture called The Great Reset 1 and The Great Reset Part 2. It was on my old channel, right? And y'all might want to go back and revisit these, y'all, because you might want to come and revisit it. But the one of it's called The Great Reset Part 2 and The Great Reset by the World Economic Forum. Now, The Great Reset 1 and The Great Reset Part 2, I'm tying all this in together, family. I tied all this into what's going on with the coronavirus, digital currency, and the whole 9 yards, right? But know that they're going to be releasing this report, and I think in July they'll be releasing their report. Somebody testified before Congress a day or two ago. So this stuff is coming, family. It's coming whether we like it or not. So just pay attention, do your own research, do your own diligence. Look, I thank y'all for watching this episode of Matt's Crypto News. If y'all like the video, like it, thumb it up, share it to the family. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace. Why do?